And welcome back to another episode of Slay the Spire Road to Ascension. We are back at it with the Silent. We have made it to Ascension level 4. If we can clear this one, then we will finally have access to a checkpoint for the Silent. So I'm really hoping that that is in our near future. So we're fighting the Guardian. I don't think I had any money options, so I can ignore shops for right now. Max HP is nice. A free card is nice. These two feel like they're almost exact opposites. I don't want to do a star. I like the Ring of the Snake. I think it's just really good. So I don't think I'm ever gonna take a boss relic if it's losing this. But no, I don't want to transform two cards. I'm just gonna obtain a card. Noxious Fumes? Okay, we'll give it a try. We will give that a try. Nothing else. It is passive damage, which is nice. Good grief, these guys are waking up violent today. So I can block this, block some more, and then do this. Cool. So I'm blocking for all of their damage. No, I'm not. I'm blocking for most of their damage. Now they are poisoned. Man, they are aggressive today. It's kind of shocking, honestly. Okay. And now neither of them are choosing to pick a fight. Very kind of them. And then I'll let the poison kill them both. So Noxious Fumes, hey Dash, welcome back. Noxious Fumes is not a bad thing. It's just also not inherently a good thing unless it's upgraded, because it's basically every turn they're taking 1 more damage starting at 2. So it's not very effective. It's still passive damage, so it's not bad, but I think it takes too long to do the thing it's trying to do. So it is something that I kind of... I take it now more as a, I guess, experiment more than anything. Bane would be good, because Noxious Fumes now makes that a 14 damage attack. Start with this, do this. We're good there. Normally speaking, I don't think poison is I don't think it's a bad strategy for the Silent. I think it's a good support strategy, for lack of a better phrasing. Because it can help supplement what else you're doing, but I don't think it's something someone should rely on very much, because it still kind of requires other people. It requires your opponent to still take a turn. Which can be very dangerous. Ooh, cool. That's fun. So, if I dash and then Noxious, and then we'll take 3 here. I'm taking more than I would like to, honestly. Maybe I should probably focus more on defending. I think that's also a factor with poison, is it works better when you have the ability to really defend yourself, because then you have a little bit more time to work with. And there are obviously always enemies that scale over time, so you don't want to take too long, because like a cultist versus poison, if all I'm doing is defending and poisoning, the cultist will eventually be hurting me more than I'll be hurting it. I'm going to skip here. All 3 of those are great cards, but I need to be careful about taking too many of something. Okay, going to my first shop. Let's see here. Sadistic nature does make Noxious Fumes actually significantly better. I'm really hoping that that plays in my favor here. So I'm going to start with... That doesn't matter who I start with. I'm going to start weakening you, because I feel like I just want to... I should have attacked. That's okay. I think I have a pretty good turn 2 here as well. That's awesome. Because now I can Liquid Memories, grab Dash again, so I'm at least blocking for one of them attacking. And I think I am going to drink this as well. Just to take 6 less damage. So now these are gone. Their artifacts are gone, and thanks to sadistic nature, now I'm breaking their guard when I do it too, which is pretty cool. I'm going to backflip, see what I get. Okay. Defend, and then I guess Bane isn't as bad as I'm giving it credit for. I mean, even when they're not poisoned, it's dealing more damage than a basic strike. So I guess that's pretty good. And now I'm breaking their guard immediately, which is really cool. I guess this isn't a bad setup. Still a little slow. But not terrible, I suppose. Now I'm blocking for enough. I think Dash is just a really, really good card. I'm glad I'm taking it more often. Now I can start working on you. And then defend. Did you see what I mean, though? Like, even with an upgraded Noxious Fumes, they're only at 9 poison. And I'm on turn 7. That takes way too long. So that is something to keep in mind when you're... That is something to keep in mind when you are taking Noxious Fumes, is it's more of a supporting approach to things. So nothing you should... I don't think it should be, like, the goal, for lack of a better phrasing. I don't think it should be I'm going to take Noxious Fumes because this is going to be the core of my deck. I don't think it's good enough to do that. I'd rather take the damage here and then have a better split. Let's see, you split at 35, so I can do this, get you down to 39. Okay. Not weakened, which is good. You're about to split, so I'm going to do as much damage as I can. Get rid of this. And then the poison will hit first. So they're both poisoned. I'm going to see if I can get rid of you. I can. Backflip. That's fine. I will say, honestly, I think sadistic nature is the thing that's going to make this worth it. If I can weaponize sadistic nature, I think we'll be much better off. Like this. I think I'll be much better off if I'm doing things by just applying a bunch of debuffs. Not specifically poison, but just debuffs. I think that's going to be way better. So luckily they're not attacking this turn, and yep, there it goes. I was going to say, I don't need to attack the slime because sadistic nature and noxious fumes are going to deal 5 more damage. So I think this has legs, it's just, it needs work. But I do see potential here. Another sucker punch would be good. I do need to be careful with the deck now. Can I upgrade sadistic nature so it's doing more damage? I think that would be much better. Sadistic nature, weaken you. Defend twice, and we're good. Noxious fumes, and then hit you, and then deflect. And now I'll be dealing 7 damage passively every turn. Technically 10. But I can get rid of you now, like that. And I need to defend myself some more. There we go. Sucker punch. Yeah. Distilled chaos. One more bane. I'm going to... I don't think I need to rest here. I'd rather upgrade some stuff. Maybe I upgrade Sucker Punch? No, I need to work on my block. That's a lot better. I'd rather do backflip, I think. So he's kind of a good example of someone you can just take your time with. Because he's not going to get stronger at any point. The entire time you fight him, all he's going to try to do is harm you. And as long as you can outpace that, then you're usually fine. Ironically, in this instance, I cannot. But 3 damage isn't too terrible. And then Sucker Punch takes damage. Sucker Punch takes damage. Strike. So I think this is going to be the plan here, is slow and steady. Make sure I have enough block. And then just kind of let him... Like, I don't want to deal with his thorns. Just in general, I don't want to deal with his thorns. So, for the most part, I'm just going to kind of let my inflicting weaknesses and poison do the talking. Like this. And then just block more. Yeah. I'm pretty happy with how quickly I'm breaking through his guard and his silliness here. Like, putting him back into defensive mode so quickly is really nice. We can stop there because I don't want to deal with his thorns. One of the unfortunate bits of having his defense mode active and relying on poison is have to be patient. So now I can do this, weaken him. Do this, weaken him more, defend myself a bit. Oh, perfect. I'm defending for enough now. And then now he's out of it. If I can break his guard, then I win. Which I was able to do, so now the poison will do the rest. Cool. He was a really good opponent for me to have that. I don't want any of these. I don't think they're going to help me here. I think they're just going to slow me down. Guess I'll take the Black Star. I didn't really like any of those options, but I guess Black Star is probably the best among them. And I really need to start filtering my deck more. Enemies like this are going to be my biggest problem. Enemies with a lot of artifact are going to be they're going to be a pretty reasonable issue. Because I have to break through it, which I've done now, which is nice, but I have to break through it before I'm able to do what I'm trying to do. So it's just going to take a little bit longer. Luckily, Noxious Fumes will trigger that passively. I also could be wrong. I think Poison ignores defense. I could be wrong. Okay, it does ignore defense. So he's kind of in trouble. So that's good. Defend myself. Well, there's no reason to, actually. Just get rid of him. I almost made a mistake there. Poison Stab would be fine. Gain some more money right before I go to a shop. Sadistic Nature. Deflect. Poison Stab. Backflip. Sucker Punch. See, this is going to be kind of the plan here. I think I'm going to just have Sadistic Nature do all the work for me. And then just try to guard more. Weaken. If I can just kind of keep Weaken on constantly moving, then that'll help me a lot too. Because Weaken is a percentage thing. So by keeping them weakened, it doesn't matter if they're dealing 12 or if they're dealing 52. Weakened is going to do a percentage of their attack is being removed, as opposed to just a static number. So that's going to help me a lot. There we go. And he is the pair is defeated. Fire Potion's kind of nice. Gonna get rid of... Actually, no, I don't think Fire Potion's nice enough to get rid of any of those. Now that I think about it. Escape Plan's gonna be cool. I'm going to remove a strike. Need better defends. I don't have any of that here. There's another shop nearby, though. No. Maybe bronze scales? How much I have? That would leave me with 100. It costs 80 to do a removal. And I have one more fight between that and the next shop. I'm gonna do it. That might help me a little bit. Okay. Sadistic nature. Neutralize. Dash. Poison stab. That's a lot of good damage very quickly. I'm pretty happy with that. Sucker punch. Sucker punch. Now you're dead. That's actually a pretty reasonable output of damage. All things considered, that's not bad. Escape plan. Nice. Block for more. Block for more. Block for more. I'm okay with not dealing any damage this turn. There's noxious fumes. Play the top 3 cards. There we go. Get weakened. I need to block for more. You're already weakened, so I'm just gonna, yeah, commit to blocking. Dash. Man, you're hitting for a lot. I'm not even vulnerable, too. That's a bit of a problem. Okay. Deflect. Go to a shop. Bouncing Flask would be kind of cool, but no. I'm going to remove another card. I need to keep the deck thinner. Get rid of as many strikes as I can, honestly. Rest here. Duplicate a card in my deck. I'm absolutely duplicating Sadistic Nature. And then I can smith here. And I'm going to upgrade. Escape plan, maybe? Draw a card, gain 5 block. Yeah, I think Escape Plan's a good card to upgrade here. Lizard Tail is going to be really helpful. And then I'm going to let that Black Star do some work. Sadistic Nature. I'm not going to lie, I was kind of hoping that duplicating the Sadistic Nature that had the Bottle Tornado on it was going to let them both be forced into the front of my hand. But this is okay. So you're gone. And you are almost gone. Let's see. Can I get something that deals damage? Nope. Okay. I just really wanted this guy gone, which I guess I can do now. Discarding a Bane. Escape plan. Strike you. Twice. Poison stab you. Get that ball rolling. Matter of fact, I should probably vulnerable you. Sadistic Nature. Do this. Defend. What's left in my deck? I'll try it. That's fine. Now I'm blocking for enough. I'm not that worried about being weakened. He's going to start attacking now, which is a huge problem. Deflect. Add a random skill into my hand. It costs 0 this turn. Ooh. Ooh, that's super helpful, actually. And I can defend more. Weaken you. Man, that's a lot of damage I just did. That was... This has potential now. Expertise. I can rest again. And now... I'm not going to worry about Catalyst. I wish my deck was small enough to make this worth it. But we're working on it. That was still 3 removals this act. That's not bad. So, Sadistic Nature, Weaken, deal 14 damage. Expertise. Dash. defend. I'm still taking some, but much less. And I did 33 damage passively this turn. That's pretty good. Nice. This is going well. Nice. That went very well. I'm not playing enough cards for After Image to be worth it. Piercing Wail, I think, is just a quick, simple solution. This is really, really good, actually. Because I can gain a little bit of block. Just kidding. Piercing Wail, deal 14 damage. Noxious Fumes, dash. That's... I'm going to try this. See what happens. Cool. This is what I was hoping for. With just a little bit more defense. Also because I just don't see the value in Snecko Potion. So I'm blocking for plenty, so I'm just going to focus in on damage. Yeah, with the 2 sadistic potions, I'm now dealing enough damage, which is great. Now every debuff is just a silly amount. And the poison will do the rest. That works much better. Ooh. Oh, that was a very worth it fight. Grab another deflect. Who am I fighting again? Bronze Automaton? I don't remember. I think he has 3 artifacts as well. I'm going to smith again. I'm going to try to make weak last longer now. Sadistic Nature, Neutralize, Poison Stab, Piercing Wail. Got rid of all 3. That's pretty good. Now, Sadistic Nature, Escape Plan, Expertise, do this, and then defend myself. Oh, I was already defending for enough. Took my deflect. I'm not that worried about that. Took my sucker punch. I am a little more miffed about that. So you need to disappear. Luckily, passive damage is being dealt at this point, which is great. There goes that guy. Weaken you. Deflect. Defend. Defend. Nice. So now I'm dealing a silly amount of passive damage, which is great. Defend. Yeah, no, this, I was worried at first. This is looking much, much better. Boy, 43 damage after you're weakened. That's silly. Get rid of the strike. Defend myself. Bane. Probably should have done Poison Stab, actually. And now you're going to be stunned this turn. Is there anything I can do to take advantage of that? Here we go. Nice. And then I'll just play these just because I can. 24 is a much more agreeable number to deal with. There we go. Nice. And that's Act 2. Solid work there. In Venom, when you're upgraded, you cost 1. I can make that happen. I'm not discarding very much. Yeah. Time Eater, not a big deal. Luckily, this time I'm not doing play a billion cards. How much is it for removal? 120? I don't really want to get into too many fights right now. I think the deck is pretty much done. Now I just need to make it more efficient and have better block. So I think I'm going to take this path because I don't want to get into too many fights, and I at least have an existing chance of not getting into too many this way. Defend, defend, 23, wow. Start on you, I suppose. Also kind of bummed that I don't have any potions. It's been a minute since I've had a good potion. My goodness, these guys are aggressive. Escape plan, neutralize, sucker punch, deflect. Almost blocked for all of it. Alright. Poison Stab, get rid of you. Piercing Wail, get rid of... Do I get rid of you? This is fine. There it goes. Start of my turn, you will die. Nice. I was afraid, honestly. That looked a lot more aggressive than it actually was. Don't have to worry about you as much, which is cool. Sadistic Nature, Deflect, Escape Plan, Neutralize, Expertise, Deflect, Sucker Punch, and then Backflip. Sadistic Nature, Defend. You're going to get rid of yourself, which is great. Thank you, Thorns. I'll focus in on this guy next. I can do this. Get rid of you. And then I'll discard one of these days. That's fine. Noxious Fumes. Defend. Defend. And now in 2 turns, you passively get removed. That's pretty good. Already blocking for enough. Block for more. Block for more. And then, beginning of my next turn, Noxious Fumes will kill you. Cool. Didn't even have to deal with Thorns. Hello. Yes, thank you. Yeah, one more Sucker Punch will be fine. Sadistic Nature, defend, do this, hit him some more, defend myself. Got to play the whole hand, that's kind of cool. Starting with 14 block, starting with 4 because of this. Weaken you by a bunch. Backflip. Sucker Punch. Cool. Sadistic Nature, defend myself a bunch. And then Bane. I'm doing okay at the minute, but I would like to see... I'd like to see some improvement, because I'm worried about longevity here. Do this, do this. Come on, yes, cool. Prepared, no. Lose all my gold and obtain a relic. I would get the red mask. No. No, I'm okay. I'm applying... I would be starting the fight with... That would be starting the fight applying weak, which would happen before I could do Sadistic Nature, which wouldn't work for me. Smith, I will upgrade in Venom, finally, making it usable. Now I can come here. No. 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 Just do a removal, get rid of another strike. And then buy a weakness potion, the cheaper of the two. And maybe a duplication potion, actually. I don't expect I'm going to be dealing with many more shops. I'll rest here just to be safe. Take this path. Mummified Hand has just made this so much easier. Just made this so much easier. Upgrade another Sucker Punch. Make sure that the weaknesses stick around. Okay. So the reason I say that it made this so much easier is now when I play this, this just became free. Now I'm defending for a bunch and doing a bunch. And, like, this is a power-hungry deck. So the idea of being able to... just play 0-cost powers and then get something to cost 0 is fantastic. It also just let me successfully block this guy who initially was threatening for 45 a second ago. So that's really cool. Sucker Punch, Noxious Fumes, Defend, Bane. Escape Plan, Poison Stab, Sucker Punch. He's not attacking me this turn, so I can kind of just go nuts. Okay. Backflip first. Neutralize. Deflect. Survivor on a Bane. Defending for 28. Pretty good. Envenom. Dash. Hit this guy. Cool. He's got 12 poison, which is nice. And that's all she wrote. Cool. Nunchuck, the Specimen. Whenever an enemy dies, transfer poison. That's really cool. Adrenaline is just a good card always. Darkstone Parapet. Okay. So I'm going to play my 0-cost cards because I can. Just kidding. I'm going to do this first. I'm going to neutralize you. Sucker Punch you. Expertise. You're gone. Adrenaline. Sadistic Nature makes a Bane free. And I'm going to start focusing in on you, I suppose. Make sure I'm defending for enough. And we're good. I'm actually really excited about this duplication potion because now with Time Eater, I can actually just play 2 sadistic natures right out of the gate. I can just right off the top make Time Eater taking 14 per debuff, which will eventually turn it into 21, which is awesome. Escape Plan, and then Survivor. Discard that Dazed. It doesn't matter. Because now I'm going... Yep, there we go. Cool. Nope, don't want more cards. Sadistic Nature, Deflect. I'm going to start on... I could backflip right now. I'm going to get rid of... It doesn't really matter. You, I suppose. Now I'm defending for enough. Can I get... I can't get rid of you, but I can at least get some more going. The wound kind of sucks, but it'll be fine. Sadistic Nature, which just made Poison Stab free. I'm going to get rid of you. Nice. Oh, that was really, really cool, actually. Noxious Fumes. Adrenaline. I should have played that in a different order. It's okay. I'm blocking for enough now. Envenom. Making Piercing Wail free. Sucker Punch. I'm not blocking yet, which is not good. I should have done that. I really should have done that. I don't know why I just assumed I had block. That is not the case. And I think this is strong enough to get rid of you now. Nice. Gambling Chip. That's actually amazing. Gambling Chip is fantastic here. Footwork is fantastic here. I'm going to rest. And now with Lizard Tail, I should be safe. I'm hoping. I don't want to get cocky, but I believe I'll be okay here. So I can get rid of these 3. Drink a Duplication Potion. Sadistic Nature. So now I have 2 of those. Envenom became free. Noxious Fumes became free. I think I'm just going to try to, like, play out all the cards here. Footwork. Excellent. Sucker Punch. Deflect. Defend. Yeah, I played all 12 there. That's fine. Because that was a really good amount of damage just to get started. Piercing Wail. Sucker Punch. And then I just defend. I don't need to defend for more. Yeah, no, this is really, really strong. Like, really, really strong. You're not attacking this turn, so I'm not either. Neutralize. So at 228, it's going to heal back up to... Or it's going to heal back up to 228 after this turn. Now I just need to protect myself in the meantime. Which I can do. And blow the 12 count. There we go. Now you're going to heal. And I'm just going to see what I can do to you in the meantime. Expertise. Oh, no way. Killing it before it can heal? That's wild. We take those. We take that. That's fantastic. Okay, well, this was a very concerning run at first and then became very, very good. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I will see you all in the next episode. Now that we have made it to Ascension level 5, we finally have a checkpoint. And I'm grateful to have it. So thank you again, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.